Hi everyone, it's Miss Rachel again. Today we're going to continue talking about the season of spring that we're now in. On Monday, you guys went on your little nature walk. You guys went on a nature walk again, but this time you were looking for signs of spring on your little bingo sheet card. So usually in spring, it's very sunny out, although it's mostly sunny all the time in Florida here, but it's usually sunny. Sometimes it rains a lot in spring, so you might have seen a puddle or a rain cloud. It's also very windy during spring, and I know on Sunday it was very windy, and on Monday it was a little windy in the morning as well. During spring, lots of flowers are starting to bloom. The leaves on the trees are coming back, and animals are coming out of hibernation. I know we kind of talked a little bit about hibernation back in winter, like when the bears go and sleep for a very long time. So now that it's springtime and it's warmer out, the bears are coming out of their caves and waking up from hibernation, and a lot of new animals are hatching out of eggs, so you'll see lots of new birds out. The butterflies, like we talked about insects a couple weeks ago, where the caterpillar goes into a cocoon and then comes out a beautiful butterfly. So you might have seen some butterflies out on your walk and more insects out now that it's warmer. Although it's kind of been warm mostly for all this year, because in Florida it's warm all the time. So I'm going to start today because we're just going to continue talking about the signs of spring, so how we know it's springtime outside. So my story that I'm going to start with is called Sunshine Brightens Springtime. So you see on my cover, it's nice and bright, like for the sun, it's nice and bright outside. And we have a dog and a cat running outside because it's nice weather outside. And you have the new flowers that are blooming. So it's nice and colorful outside when it's spring because we have new flowers blooming. The leaves are back on the trees. It's nice and green outside. So it's not as brown as it was during winter, because remember we talked in winter and fall, all the leaves fell off and there wasn't as much leaves and green outside. So now we're getting our color back outside now that it's spring. So sunshine brightens springtime. Sunshine spreads across the lake. Sunshine warms us when we wake. Ooh, I think it's going to be a rhyming story because lake and wake rhyme. So we have animals that are coming out of hibernation. So we have more animals roaming around, like squirrels and bunnies. Sunshine finds a bunny's home. Sunshine heats an ice cream cone. What happened to the ice cream cone? What made it melt? Sunshine melts away the snow. Sunshine helps the garden grow. I know we've talked about the last couple of weeks with plants, right? Plants need the sun to help them grow, right? The sun goes into the plant's leaves, and it turns the sunlight into energy for the plants, for them to grow. It's their food. Sunshine makes a shadow flower. Sunshine shadows grow each hour. So now we have nice, beautiful, colorful flowers out. Excuse me. Sunshine beams through rows of trees. Sunshine sparkles on the leaves, giving the leaves and the trees energy so they have food to grow. Sunshine glimmers on the grain. Sunshine gleams upon the pane. Sunshine hides behind the clouds. Sunshine brightens up the crowd. And in springtime, since it's warmer out because of the sun, I'm sure you guys are getting more chances to go out and swim if you have a pool. Sunshine follows April showers. Sunshine dries the rain-soaked flowers. And right, we're in the month of April, so in April is when spring normally starts, and I said it rains a lot during spring, and sometimes after it rains, you can see a rainbow. Sunshine warms each afternoon. Sunshine glows upon the moon. Sunshine brings new life each spring. Sunshine shines on everything. So like I said, in the spring, we sometimes have a lot of animals that are having new babies, like birds are having laying eggs and their eggs are hatching into chicks. Like our little cat here is having new kittens. Maybe the bears have had bear cubs during winter. So those are signs of spring. So sunshine is one of the things that you can tell that it's spring, but it's kind of hard to tell that here in Florida since it's always sunny here in Florida. So like you guys went on your spring, signs of spring nature hunt on Monday. So maybe some of the things you found might be in my on my note cards here. But first, I have a I love spring little song that we can sing to help us remember that it's spring. So it goes, winter's done, spring is here. Let's all give a great big cheer. There will be April showers that welcome in May flowers. Spring's our favorite time of year. So that's one way that something you can sing to help you remember spring. And I'll put this up so your parents can show you too and help you learn it. Let me try it one more time. Winter's done, spring is here. Let's all give a great big cheer. There will be April showers that welcome in May flowers. Spring's our favorite time of year. So here's our spring song that I'll put up so you guys can learn it. And here's a little butterfly because lots of butterflies and bugs are coming out when it's springtime. So I have some cards that maybe you saw some of these on your spring nature walk. So I'm gonna hold them up and just to show you some signs of spring. So we have flowers, right? Like I said, lots of flowers are blooming, so it's much more colorful outside. So maybe you saw some flowers. Another thing that happens a lot in spring is it rains. Now it rains a lot in Florida to begin with, but usually it starts raining more when spring is here. So you might have seen some rain or some rain clouds. I know it's supposed to rain this week, so maybe you'll see some rain. I'm hoping. It's been a little dry here. Lots of birds are coming back out. They're coming back down to the warmer weather because usually in winter they migrate to places where it's warmer because it's too cold for them during the winter. So the birds are coming back. They are laying eggs. Their eggs are hatching and new baby chicks are being born. We also see a lot of butterflies and bugs because again, it's warmer. They're all coming back out. And we just celebrated this. So some holidays we celebrate during spring. So the holiday that we just celebrated was Easter, right? So Easter always happens in the season of spring. So we just celebrated Easter this past weekend. Now it's really windy during the springtime. So one of the things, an activity that you can do outside when it's windy is you can fly a kite. It's much easier to fly a kite when there's wind outside. If it's not windy, it'd be very hard to fly a kite. So flying kites is easier to do in the spring because it's windier in the spring. And then I have strawberries because some fruits and vegetables are able to be harvested during spring. So I guess strawberries is one of those fruits that you can harvest during the spring. So those are some signs of spring to help you remember about spring. And I'll upload the song so you can try to learn that with your mom or your dad or your Mimi. And just when you go outside or are you looking through the windows, see if you can identify some of the signs of spring when you're just kind of hanging out or playing outside. And you can say, hey, Mom, that's a sign of spring. There's a rain cloud or a rainbow. It's windy out. That means it's springtime. So I'll see you guys on Friday, and we'll talk a little bit more about spring, some other signs, and I will see you guys then. Bye.